2015 has been a pretty huge year for music, with releases from some of the biggest artists on the planet. We've had Drake with the first Grammy-nominated diss record, and Adele ignited a huge flip phone controversy unlike anything the world has ever seen. This has led to much discussion around the Hit the Floor offices, and after a lot of blood, guts, naughty language and tears, here is our top 10 albums of the year. At 10, Sufjan Stevens is back with his 9th overall album, Carrie and Lowell. The project is deeply personal as he reflects on 3 childhood summers following the passing of his mother in 2012. What follows is an intimate selection of songs with a stripped back sound, creating arresting music. Our very own Anna Gunn says, Carrie and Lowell is the most accomplished release of Stevens to date. It was motivated by pain, but its success lies in its simplicity, its honesty, and its gorgeous melodies. Check out Should Have Known Better. Courtney Barnett is at 9 with her highly anticipated debut album. The album references everything from Gary Newman to Pavement. The album hides a sense of melancholy and strong and catchy choruses. Martin John McDonnell says, in summary, this is a fun but introspective album that paints the usual vivid pictures that we've come to expect from Courtney Barnett. Check out Pedestrian at Best. Grime legend and master of the 1-9 flows, JME is at 8. His album Integrity hit a chart high of number 12. Other than being a smash for the grime scene and UK music, it also stayed true to its title and was nothing but uncompromisingly grimy and easily JME's best album. Bossman Chris says, this album is solid evidence that hard work pays off and is one of the most honest, real and inspirational releases to drop on the scene in a long time. Check out, well, if you haven't heard the monster that is Man Don't Care About All That, correct that right now. I got a black ski mask, but I don't ski, but I snowboard, dash an MC off piece. If one of you try violence. The Weekend we knew and loved was full of vengeful R&B about drugs and dames who'd wronged him. 2015 was the year he evolved into Michael Jackson with an awful pineapple haircut. That haircut, however, has now made him one of the biggest stars on the planet, clearly taking the spot that should have been Frank Ocean's. I said, The Weeknd ascends to superstar status with a little help from the King of Pop, and although it's a little lighter than fans may be used to, the change makes for a varied and exciting R&B album. Check out Shameless. At 6, Adele, with the imaginatively titled 25. Why is this album here? It's Adele. How good is it? It's Adele. How well did it sell? It's Adele. Should you listen to it? It's Adele. We said, this is an album by Adele. Check out When We Were Young. At 5 is 2015 pop culture phenomenon Aubrey Drake Graham. His Pretend mixtape came out of nowhere and delivered some of the strongest music to date without having to worry about a single, which naturally turned pretty much every song into a single. I said, if your reading this doesn't reinvent the wheel, but no rapper will come near a mixtape this consistent. Check out 6 PM in New York. Last night I went to sleep wanting more, trying to decide what direction I should go towards. At 4, Justin Bieber in Good Music Shocker. Last year, Bieber took his Bellendry to glorious new heights where he became such an unbelievable prick, even the most die-hard believers started to back away. That is until he teamed with Skrillex and Diplo for one of the year's biggest hits with Where Are You Now? Then, he just kept on making hits, and he dropped Purpose, which is a genuinely good album, great in parts. He's still a giant bellend, but arguably quite a talented one. Hannah Dix said, the singer has reinvented himself, proving to all the doubters that he deserves a place in the music industry elite. Check out I'll Show You. Anyone in the know will tell you Carly Rae Jepsen dropped the best pop album of the year. Fun, light-hearted, unabashed pop is really not such a bad thing every now and then. Bossman Chris said, Emotion is by far the hidden gem in this year's album list. Remember the time you discovered an album before your friends and you wanted to tell everyone, but also keep it for yourself? This is that album. Check out Making the Most of the Night. This is the record that started fistfights. Firstly, Bring Me the Horizon have come a long way from deathcore and awful haircuts, and now have albums charting in the top 2 in America and a ton of critical acclaim. That's the Spirit has been huge for the band. But has it been a resounding success with the fans? Or is it just cool to hate on Bring Me the Horizon? We're pretty divided on this one. Mitch Emery says, there's more drama on here than a whole year's worth of EastEnders omnibuses. The main difference being that here, the drama isn't a load of shit. It's clear that this is music intended for stadiums, and my oh my, we cannot wait to hear it. Check out Avalanche. It's pretty obvious that Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly would be number one. No album has been more important this year. Light on bangers, and there's not many dances you could do to this, but it is true hip hop in every sense of the word. Every song drips with meaning and depth, and the entire album could be studied as a course on Black America. It's not the most fun, but no album has more meaning this year than To Pimp a Butterfly. Captain Josh Pratt says, with that being said, To Pimp a Butterfly metaphorically reenacts the famous Lion King scene where the modern day bling style of rap falls into the canyon like Mufasa, and instead of Scar stands the noble King Kendrick. The living proof that in this period of revolution, a conscious rap album deserves to be known as one of the greatest albums of all time. Check out the surprisingly slept on The Blacker the Berry. Well, them's is our thoughts, but we really want yours. What albums did we leave out? Is Sempiternal a better album than That's the Spirit? Is Kendrick Lamar overrated? Is Justin Bieber too much of a wanker to be taken seriously? Hit us up in the comments.